It's like a Skyrim, like a scrying crystal type of thing going on,
Yeah,
probably.
That sort of thingy.
Yeah. I don't know how big a 100 gold pearl is, but I imagine it's this
It's just
big.
perfect. It's perfect. You can do comprehend languages. I'm not going to do that.
We can talk to,
Like Greater Restoration consumed the diamond dust, which actually you guys kind of have to pay for.
so I was thinking of trading some of our stuff to him,
Okay.
to add back to his treasury.
Okay.
Like I have this final crossbow of death.
We also brought him some. We were gonna give him that sword. If you give him that sword, it'll pretty much pay for most things you're gonna ask for.
Most things ever.
Does he want that?
Well,
Does he want the
let's-
sword?
We can RP that interaction with Silra, I imagine. Go through that. You know what the second
So now
ritual
we need
that
to
I'm
pay for
going to
right
have?
now.
Bet you can't guess it. It's going to be
Gooseberry.
Unseen
Unseen
servant.
servant.
Yeah.
I almost got that too.
Obviously.
It's an annoying one.
What is that?
It's an unseen
Do,
servant.
do the thing that I want you to do. And this one's nice because it's just string and wood. I need a piece of string and a bit of wood.
So I mean, you can just use arcane focus for that. You don't even need the string and wood.
Because I'd just be like, I have lots of strings making up the things that I'm wearing. And I have a drunken quarterstaff that's made out of wood. Good to go.
I now have so many spells.
Basically, it's a little invisible servant that you can do to do random little basic innate
This
things.
spell creates
that's
an
kinda
invisible, mindless, shapeless force that performs simple tasks at your command until the spell ends. The servant springs into existence in an unoccupied space on the ground. Within range, AC 10, 1 hit point, and strength of 2, it can't attack.
So basically Ranger Joe. Just kidding.
I slap him with my invisible mage hand because I have an invisible mage hand.
Don't cross the streams, Joe.
1 damage.
It can
If
perform
that.
simple tasks that a human servant could, such as fetching things, cleaning, mending, folding clothes, lighting fires, serving food, and pouring wine.
I love that you're spending 10 minutes sitting there with like a huge ritual so that something can pour you wine.
For an hour, it can serve us dinner. Come on. Obviously.
Super important.
Jeeves?
But he has to do that for 10 minutes. Or 11, I don't know.
It's 10 minutes, I think, right?
Jeeves, fetch my slippers.
Alright, so I now have Feather Fall, Silent Image, and Sleep.
So let's see. Unseen
Those are my
servant.
level ones.
Oh, no.
So you know, DM.
The casting time.
Why'd you take sleep?
Because,
You're level 8.
yeah.
Just, I mean, it's got a maximum hit die.
So I have to
Time is
get
only one action.
one enchantment and one illusion.
Okay.
And there's not a lot of good options there from wizards
And
that don't require a
Identify,
DC save.
identify takes a minute.
That works with the story of him. But sleep works like for like if it's just like some mooks, you know, or something.
Did you repaint this? Or did...
It, no?
It looks darker.
Maybe it's just got some darker. It's in the dark.
Maybe you're not colorblind
I mean,
anymore.
it's darker from the
I'm
original.
cured.
It's darker from the original one. That might be what you're thinking of.
Oh, maybe.
Because remember,
It was like
you
orangish.
bought your own
Right.
from the original dude.
Right. Oh, that's for some reason I pictured it darker. Or lighter. That looks good.
I have no health.
You're probably thinking of.
It's like my favorite pen. I use it for everything. I almost started taking it with me when I buy stuff, so I can like sign the little.
Why do we have to pay
Well, no, it looks pretty similar.
Silrin back?
For the diamond.
It's you
But-
know, saving your life.
We saved his life, his castle, remember?
Yeah, and he gave us a bunch of crap for that.
Hey, he rewarded us for that.
So it's actually lighter than that
As
one.
if.
Very grateful. Very grateful. Okay.
If you give him the sword, you won't have to pay.
I'm going to, before you do that, I'm going to sit down.
Wait. No, not wait for that, but wait, listen, I'm excited about something.
Is it possible for me to find a pearl of significant value in this town? Probably not in town, right?
Random people aren't going to have pearls.
I was actually going to offer if I could trade some of our magic stuff for a pearl from his treasury.
I know someone who has a pearl. Some of your favorite people in this town.
Oh God, I know who you're talking about.
At this point, I'm pretty sure I can just order them to do whatever I want. That was Renlith thinking out loud.
Yeah, but you still have to interact with them.
So I killed a rock. What have you been doing? Oh, nothing.
Technically, the druid killed the rock.
Technically, Estrekar killed the rock.
Right. But technically, I dealt like 80 damage to it.
Hey, remember, I need you guys to stand next to the bad guys, because now my sneak attack's 2d6.
Okay.
So my damage is now doubled in general.
Just stand next to him?
That's pretty cool.
But
That's pretty cool.
I'm really excited about that, actually. But you didn't think about that, did you?
I'm gonna go talk to Sora.
Okay.
Would you guys like to come with me to talk to Sora? Catch up? You don't have to talk. I just wanted to know if you wanted to come with me. Be in the vicinity of me.
I got you. I really just want to get potatoes.
Alright, I'm the one who has the sword, apparently, so
Yeah.
I should probably go with you.
I agree.
What are we gonna do about
If he follows us, he follows us.
Dingling?
Who's dingling?
The dual-wielding
Yeah, Dingling.
Well,
cleric
I mean,
of arcane death.
maybe the sword can talk to Sora or something. I don't know how the holy stuff works, but maybe there's some sort of interaction there. I mean,
Okay.
Sora, I'm pretty sure Sora knows more about that temple than we ever will.
He was there for like 20 years of his life.
I think technically he was there for like a couple hours of his life, and then he lost 20 years of his life. I see what you're getting at there.
That is kind of.
Mr. Joseph, I want to thank you for all you have done for our...
His name is John.
Jonathan.
My name's Joseph. I see a lot of me in you. If you try hard, someday you can be at this level.
Well, Jonathan,
So
I killed the rock.
can I ask
I was the one.
where it is you're working to become Archdruid?
The forest south of here. Currently, I'm a druid of this territory, which they're completely fine with. But as I expand my druidic influence, I have to expand my territory. And there's a limited number of archdruids allowed in an area. And I'm trying to oust the elvish archdruid because it's the general territory that I'd be covering. So, yeah. I'm gonna... Silver told me that you were here a few weeks ago, and I wasn't here because I was down in the forest setting up my challenge with my friend Briars, which he'll probably be around here somewhere in the castle if you stick around long enough. But he normally doesn't stay in the castle too much because he doesn't like the indoors, and people kind of get freaked out by him as well. So he normally tries to stick to himself while he's here. I have a druid grove a little bit outside of the castle that he stays at. But anyways, that's a bit of a rambling. But yes, I'm setting up a challenge to try to become the Archdruid. That's going to probably be happening in the next couple of weeks, hopefully.
North or south of the forest? Like high elves or wood elves?
What else?
Oh, you got my vote, Jimmy.
Okay.
Well, really, I mean, it's both.
Right. Well, I mean, like it's
But
the territory.
It'll be
of wood
closer
elves.
to the Wood Elven territory because it's out in the deep forest.
Would I know anything about druids? I
I
mean, the
know a
druids
little
are generally secret.
I mean, you know general stuff about druids.
Okay.
Why do you want to be the Archdruid?
Because then I have a better ability to expand my influence and gain in power and basically influence how the druids handle things. The current Archdruid is a bit of a eccentric. He isn't handling things down there as well as I would like. they've discovered some elvish ruins, and they have decided that only elves should be allowed access to these ruins, even though they're historical significance. And I don't agree with this, and I'm hoping that once I become Archdruid, I can help change how they handle this.
Elves sounds like elves being elves.
What's
For
your
the most part,
challenge?
yes. My challenge? It's a combat challenge.
Against who?
The Archdruid. 1-on-1.
Only heals? It's my favorite.
I'm voting for spells only. That's normally what an Archdruid challenge is. Grand Druid is normally shape-shifting only. But ours should be a spells only challenge, which I normally have the edge on, because this guy has been although he's an elf and he's been an Archdruid for a while, I have a good knowledge for strategy. Good head for it.
Well, if you're able to get in touch with us and you need anything, we owe you a great debt.
Okay.
And I know some people in the Elven Forest. I just don't know who they are.
Well, if I manage to become Archdruid and change things, I will be most likely needing help exploring these ruins, because I think it sounds like there's stuff going on with these ruins that they're trying to keep hushed. But I haven't been able to find out a lot of information yet because I'm a human. Even though I'm a druid, I'm trying to become their Archdruid. They're still locking me out of a lot of the information. But hopefully that will change in the upcoming future.
Well, they don't call me Explorer Joe for nothing.
Actually, they call him Dora the Explorer.
I would love
With an
to.
A apostrophe.
I'd be willing to give you an invitation to my challenge if you're interested in attending.
Absolutely.
That'd be fun.
But I have to be able to get you the invitation once it's set in stone.
And there's not a lot of stone in the forest for that.
Well, more like I don't know exactly where you're going to be.
It's true.
And I'm not a wizard, so I don't have sending spells.
And we don't know where we're going to
Now, I can send you an animal messenger, but
Don't send it to Joe if you want it to come back.
I don't know exactly when it will get to you. But I will do my best to send you an invitation.
Absolutely, and we'll do our best to communicate to at least Silra our approximate location.
And as an extra thank you for just not being horrific people and
Did you see us after the rock died?
and helping me take care of the rock, you're welcome to take my hippogriffs wherever you're going to next. But once you get to where you're going, they'll probably fly back. So
Well, that's very generous.
It's very kind of you.
they can get you where you're going, but if you leave them unattended, they're going to leave.
Don't you have that tame animal school?
They're not animals. These guys have like an intelligence level.
But they'll speed up your travel wherever you're going
That's
and make it a
awesome.
lot safer.
We could still try though.
Because I can tell you that the last couple of weeks, the roads have been getting fairly dangerous.
What do you mean?
You got bitten by a werewolf.
That, and then there was
You
that
were just werewolves everywhere?
the
Is that
army
what you're saying?
traveling,
There's
the
a-
barbarians.
A lot of bandits and soldiers in this area. Silra's repelled them with your help, so they're not messing with him as much, but they're expanding further east. So if you're planning to go that direction, you could encounter some trouble on the roads. If you're heading south, it's just going to be a mess.
Okay.
North is fairly safe still. And you've been west. That wasn't much fun.
I had fun.
I don't think you did. Nothing good happened to you.
Alright, well you guys talk.
Well, we're gonna go talk to Silra now.
Okay, if you need anything, I'll be in the Druid Grove.
Thanks again.
Thanks,
We'll be
Jonathan.
talking soon.
You saved my bacon.
That's what I do. Alright, so you guys head to Silver's throne room to hang out with him.
Just chill.
First, I'm going to stop by the Castillion's office.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to the guard out front, I suppose.
Yep. The card's posted outside.
Is the Castilian in?
He's always in.
Will you announce us, please?
What business do you have?
We're
He's always busy.
right. We're just checking in with him. We're helpers of this realm. He knows us.
Even if he knows you, you probably need some sort of real business. Otherwise, he's going to tell you to go away.
Well, we're just checking in, saying that we're here, and maybe over dinner we can talk to him about the horrible temple that we just came from, the one that cursed Lord Sora. Or if you'd like, I can just go quickly in.
One moment. He goes in the door and closes it behind him. A few moments later, he comes back out.
Are we in the...
The Castilian does not wish to see you. He's too busy, and he will not be at dinner because he is working through dinner. He says you didn't seem to have any...
At that second sentence, I turn around and I head over to Silros.
Okay. This guard just kind of huffs and takes his place.
I'll turn around and say, in the future, please check your tone with me. And I continue walking.
Guard.
Exactly. You're a guard.
Alright, so you head to
That's all
Sora's.
you'll ever be.
Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, ma'am. Usually he doesn't read it, so this time he does.
Joe!
So you go back into the dining room / throne room, and Sora's sitting at one of the tables, and he's got piles of.
I cast
books.
Mage Hand. It's invincible. It's invisible. I can do whatever I want. I don't even have to do anything with it, but there it is.
Oh gosh. Alright, so you go into the dining room / throne room, and Sora's sitting there at the table. He has notes and parchments and books stacked all around him. He looks rather unhappy and bored, and he's kind of tapping a pen, reading. And
Sora!
he looks up at you, and he gets very excited. His eyes kind of stop glazing over, and he drops the pen, and he stands up. Oh, good! Some exciting information, something different happening.
We have
Yes,
stories.
come in. Yes, share your information with me. I'm so glad that Jonathan was able to bring you back safely.
Thank you. I'm overjoyed that my message did get to you and you were able to help.
Yes, it's amazing what magic can do these days.
Thank you. I almost turned into a werewolf.
You did.
Well, that's not as bad as what happened to me.
That's true. Speaking of which, we did a lot of work in that temple, I guess. And first
You
thing,
didn't open the box, did you?
we did find it, but we did not touch it.
Good. Well, I'm glad it. Well, I'm not really glad it's still there, but at least it's not
In fact,
somewhere else causing mayhem.
we were concerned about, we considered somehow taking it somewhere to have it destroyed, but for fear that of the terrible repercussions of that getting in the wrong hands.
Right. It's probably best left where it is, because at least no one's most likely going to go there.
And it's closed anyway.
That's
So
right.
Are you talking about the sword? I'm sorry.
no, we're talking about the box of make you old.
And who knows what destroying it could do.
Oh, good.
Precisely
The
our
sword's on my
thoughts.
belt.
So that's understandable to leave it where it is. No one
Yeah.
should be going in there anyways.
So
Not
we,
in the right mind.
aside
Like us.
from communicating with a lich, which was disconcerting, and
Lich. If I knew it was such great evil, I wouldn't have sent you there.
we escaped conflict with it by the grace of the gods.
Well, that's good. I'm sure a lich could have easily destroyed you.
Joe pretty much died.
Joe got mummy rot, and we managed to save him. It's pretty cool.
I didn't watch the
So much
films
horror
at high
undead
school.
in there.
And our bodies got
Only I
swapped.
kept going, I could have destroyed it.
Yeah.
We did a lot of work. There are a few mummies left if you get so bored.
Oh, no, I've never gotten back there.
Good call.
Yeah.
The most interesting thing that we found there is something very peculiar. There was a room
Ah, a room, yes.
A room protected from all of the great people in there. In fact, only those of honest intentions and who are good at heart were able to enter the room.
I don't think it's
And within the
Strange.
room, I point over to Estrekar. This ancient elf was
Wow, he's weird.
laid in stasis.
I know, right?
He does not speak our language.
Oh, that's good.
He is from the time when Terracin was acquiring power.
Yeah, I bet that was a long time ago.
It was a long, long time ago. One thing of interest that we did find.
Oh, yes, I like things of interest. It was getting
So-
boring.
Will you please hand me the sword?
I hand him the sword.
We
A
found
sword.
this,
A sword.
Oh, a sword! No, swords are very interesting.
and this particular sword.
I like swords.
Me too.
Yes, there's so much in common.
Dude, I didn't know that about you.
This sword has been blessed by or belongs to your god.
Really?
I put it on.
Well, that would explain why one of those rooms was protected, as Turin would protect something. I mean, that is what he does.
And I placed it on the table or the desk in front of him, on top of all the
Table.
papers and stuff. I say,
Kneeling. You have to do it like.
I'm not gonna do it
Oh.
like that. I'm just doing it
This guy can barely
respectfully.
hold it, the sword.
Yeah.
He's like, he takes it. It's a long sword. It does have a holy symbol of Turin on it, so it can't be an evil stone. Gemstones all over it. Extraordinarily sharp. Looks like it's a good condition. I'd love to study this longer and find out exactly its magical properties.
In observation of our continuing friendship and
He's such a way with words.
It's like a poet.
and our shared vision for the future of this realm and destroying the evil that's plaguing it.
Is he using note cards?
We would like to give you this sword.
Give it to me. Wow, that's really, really nice of you guys. Thank you.
Yes, I know in the future
Conjunction.
it's very likely that we'll have to call on your aid again. And in appreciation for what you have done, for saving Kabar, for continuing
Well, that was
our
something.
friendship. Well, it wouldn't have happened without you.
True.
So, that's that.
Well, thank you very much. I don't know how to repay you for this.
I mean, there may be a thing or two that we may need, just small things and pearls of value, and honestly, exchanging some of the various items that we found in the temple itself. I don't know if you recognize any of these things. I pull out one of the glyph tokens and like the carved bone statuette, a small silver statue, all of these strange items that we found in this dark temple.
Some of those look like they may be art, but they may be magic as well. I wouldn't know.
Okay.
I forgot. Is there anyone here that can identify these for us?
Sure, my mages can identify.
I can. I just.
But you
figured-
need materials, right?
I need a pearl.
You need a pearl? Well, I'm sure my mages have one of those.
Can you perhaps give me
Destroy
a
them?
writ? Something that says for them to cooperate. You understand how cooperative they are.
Sure, I can give you a letter. He quickly pulls a blank sheet of parchment and he writes out something and he signs it and he hands it to you. And
Thank
all
you.
it says is, "This guy Rinlith is allowed to have a pearl." Signed, Sir Silra.
You might want to
Good
be
enough.
a little more specific.
It's a
No, it's okay. It's signed by me. They won't be able to say anything against that. They might give you some flack, but don't worry about it because they'll still have to do it.
okay. That's good enough. That's more than good enough. Thank you. But
It's not as official as what the custodian might have given you, but it'll get the job done.
yeah, the Castilian wasn't interested in seeing. He is busy. and
He's
not as
he's-
interested in stories as you
This
are.
Castilian's trying to get the castle still back under shape and make sure expenses are lined up with the budget and blah blah blah, all sorts of boring things. He's making me go through all this information as well. But unless it's strictly dealing with Castle finances right now. He doesn't want to be bothered.
Right. That makes sense.
Exciting.
No, it's terribly boring.
Yeah, you're right.
He's not even allowing me to go out for the next week or two, even to make money.
What?
Brutal.
I know, I've got to stay at the castle because he wants to make sure that we have a presence of force and that I can approve things if they need to be approved.
You have a curfew?
I don't even have a curfew. I am grounded.
Oh.
Literally.
Who wears the pants in this relationship?
Well, he's done a pretty good job of keeping the castle
Everyone wearing
from going
kilts in this
bankrupt.
place.
So, I mean, I don't deal with the finances much. I just sign off on the budget.
Ah,
It's a lot easier that way. I don't have to deal with the numbers.
you need a day off, is what you need.
I do need a day off, but
You deserve it.
he says I have to wait 2 weeks.
Well, the Castilian tends to know best, doesn't he?
He does. That's why I pay him so much.
Now, so what of
But
the
Jonathan's here now, so things will go by faster because he can help too.
Jonathan and his friend, your friends, the other one,
Briars.
Briars. Briars. Jonathan said Briars is kind of a strange.
He's a
fellow.
plant.
He's a plant. Okay.
Like, literally.
He's like a sentient walking humanoid plant.
Briar
Briars.
Rose. Is that
Is-
someone's name?
Hey.
His name's Briar's Patch.
Briars is a plant thing / person.
He's kind of like a
Write that
plant
down.
monk. I guess you could call him that.
Interesting.
So I don't know
That's all
much
you had to
about
say
it.
about that?
Jonathan's been studying it. It's a magical plant race that got created by one of the earth plant goddesses, and they're kind of there's not many of them.
They do strange things.
I don't know. I don't know the full details behind it. If you're interested, you can go see Jonathan. But the plant doesn't talk much. But he does his own thing.
Fascinating.
He's a leader of one of his tribes now, or something like that.
Huh.
That's nice.
Most of them don't get out, so he's kind of different because he goes out and explores. But the whole race basically is like completely afraid of magic, so they like to stay within their own area.
Isn't that interesting, Estrekar?
Estrekar does not speak any languages that we can figure out.
Oh, well, that must be hard.
It's frustrating. He's also horribly racist against humans.
Oh, well, good thing I'm a human.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Not much. I've been a human all my life.
Really?
So far.
So is there anything you can tell us of the emerging threat? From what I understand from the Castilian's guard and Jonathan, well no, not the guard, just Jonathan, that your realm is not safe but safer than it was a few weeks ago.
Well, yeah. Since we repelled the invasion, they've pretty much left me alone.
So what are they doing now?
Looks like they're expanding east. They're causing a lot more trouble along the roads. There's been sightings of enemy camps. No one's directly opposing them at this point. It looks like Tarsus has tried to keep some of their soldiers and patrolling further away from the town, but not much else is being done other than that.
Have you repaired any of the relationships that you have with any of the cities?
Oh, absolutely not. They hate me.
Have you successfully shared any of the information, things that we've learned about the threat itself?
I had a messenger go to Tarsus, but they never returned.
Oh.
I'm down another horse, so I suspect they may not have made it from Tarsus.
Well, there are 3 horses on death's door over at the temple.
Well, I'm not allowed to go pick them up, and I'm not going anyways. Nope, not at all.
Well, here dragging my tongue.
Has Helenia returned? Your minstrel?
Who?
We're probably just gonna have to look into town. I don't think she would come on the radar of of Silra.
I don't have a minstrel. I don't like music.
Huh.
Who was that? Well, you had a
Dear
minstrel on your
It might be one year, but I don't
Writing
have
all this down.
their employment. I don't pay a minstrel, so if they work, they work for tips, which isn't legal.
No, it's not.
Oh, well, she didn't,
You know, it's a really good sign of like status though to have a minstrel on retainer.
yeah, for sure.
Doesn't help much if you
Give me a
don't like
persuasion
music.
check.
You don't have to use it.
-1.
Yeah, so 8.
That's a good point. You're absolutely right. I should have a couple of minstrels, probably just walking around looking like they're minstrels, just to make the castle look a little bit more. What would you say?
Lively?
Lively.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Other people like music.
yes. If you see this Palangia, just send her my way, and I will. I'll hire her on the spot.
Polania.
Plania.
I'll let her know.
That's nice. You got plenty of job, Kavar.
Wow.
Which actually was Joe. I didn't even think about it.
I'm not really into giving Joe credit for things.
Actually, in that case, yeah, it was pretty smart of me. Huh?
Joe's not very used to
You
it
say
either.
Estrekar is a bad person.
He's growing on me.
What? That's not fair.
Wait, Estrekar is?
Yeah. I mean, at least I understand where he's coming from. Well, I understand your stores are probably lacking right now, so any trade or sales or purchases would be very difficult.
Yeah, it's very limited on unless you're looking for specific things. I don't think the Castoon's going to let much extra stuff get bought or sold right now.
Well, one thing to discuss next time you sit down with the Castilian is any information that you'd like to pass to or get from Tarsus. We haven't spoken about it too much, but I think perhaps we might be heading to Tarsus on the way to somewhere else next.
Wait, why are we going to Tarsus?
For reasons I'll explain in a few.
So mysterious.
Oh, sure. Wherever you want to go, that's fine. I don't care.
Well, I'm just saying for your edification, for your benefit, if there's information, like maybe to find your fellow that never came back.
Well, I don't know if you're going to find him.
Oh.
Because if he didn't come back, that most likely means he was killed on the way.
That's true. Well, I mean, you can just write down your list of questions that you would like answered.
I don't have any questions.
Okay. Well, if the Castilian does, all I'm saying is
You could take some flyers to try to hire some more people to come to the keep, but
so. I think
travel's a little dangerous unless I bring them back.
I think the better approach, strategically speaking, is to start forming some sort of cooperative relationship with the local towns and share resources instead of poaching them.
Yeah, but if I have a strong enough army, I don't even have to worry about dealing with those pompous blowhards.
Fully
Yeah,
understand.
Lords.
But I'm going to tell you something that might warp your mind a little bit.
Lords.
They may have the
I don't even know
same
what that means in real life.
opinion and strategy
No.
with you.
Maybe
people who do that are the
I'm a
worst.
much nicer person than they are.
Well, they might not see it that way. People, especially pompous blowhards, have a tendency for being short with other people and thinking that they are pompous blowhards.
Give me a persuasion check.
It's not hard.
That will help him.
Wait, how are you helping me?
Moral support.
What'd you get?
I have
Seven.
a total of 10.
17.
He kind of nods and says, "You know what? You make a lot of good sense."
What? He got a 10 with a 2, and I got an 8 with a 9.
What you say makes sense, and maybe I should think about expanding and thinking about actually dealing with other people. Now that I've accumulated a small army and repelled a force, maybe it's time to, instead of just trying to steal peasants and workers from Tarsus, maybe I should target the smaller cities around me, or the smaller towns, and consolidate them and rather work with Tarsus in the meantime.
It's a multi-pronged strategy.
Maybe that's worth looking into.
Especially the small areas around here that need protection,
That's
that are
right.
concerned. You know, pulling
That's
pulling
understandable.
pulling them into the fiefdom.
I can see what you're saying there.
Maybe securing the roads so that you can ease the flow of trade.
Quite so. But regardless, we don't want. I know you're enjoying this conversation, but my friends and I
Or not.
certainly need some rest.
Silver's going to be like the easiest person to persuade us.
Yeah, seriously.
And
As long as you tell him not to do something evil, he's like, "You're smart. You sound like a good person that knows how to do stuff."
He needs the Castilian more than we thought.
so
Yeah, Castilian's going to nix all of these ideas.
I don't think he will. I think he will appreciate these ideas. Smart guy.
Hiring a minstrel is a smart idea.
Oh yeah, your idea? They'll probably next. I was talking about my ideas.
Dang, he's got a point. That was your idea.
You took credit for it.
Do you
Well,
have,
if it's a bad idea, then you get credit for it.
just a couple questions for you. Do you have any
I was a part of a different adventuring group, but they
wands
don't like
or
me.
other interesting magical items in your store?
Ask my advice on things.
The reason I ask is I have a wand which I've affectionately named Rwanda, and it's pretty much all expended.
Most of my wizardly items were taken by Eli when he left.
Okay,
I don't think that I've got any left anymore,
that's fine. Just ask.
because I stopped accumulating them. I normally sell them as soon as I get them now.
Well, one thing that I would like, that I've been looking for, are any. I'm not a large man like you and Joe, but I'm always looking for smaller items and trinkets of magical properties that might be able to help in small ways to compensate for some of the
Makes me flex.
weaknesses that I have.
Are you texting me there?
What are you weekend?
Watch my pectorals bounce.
Wearing
just
leather.
strictly speaking, I am
I can't see.
physically
I'm wearing something.
not in
Are you?
exceptional
Cloak.
shape. I spend most of my time exercising my mind and will. And sometimes it's as though a wind could blow me over. But also anything that can fortify my resistance to elements or physical.
I have something. I have exactly what you're looking for. I'm speaking your language now.
Okay.
I can provide you with my cap of water breathing.
That is amazing. Water breathing. Meaning you can breathe in water.
That's right.
Like breathe in water, not
You
like
said-
hold your breath
You
for a
said
long
you weren't
time.
you didn't have a whole lot of fortitude.
No, not
Exactly.
Not
Actually, I have a
water.
lot of fortitude. I just am weak.
Oh,
very.
You probably hold your breath so much longer than I can.
Yeah.
Christ.
I'm actually quite. It's just, mainly it's due to my willpower.
I have a breastplate. Watch my breastplate.
It's not important. Don't bother yourself too much with it. I'm going to visit your wonderful wizards to see about getting a pearl. And
Alright.
16?
do they need help with anything? Doing their job?
Yeah, 17.
I don't think so. They seem to be getting along fairly well.
That's
Not
nice.
doing very
Have
well
they
right
done
now.
anything useful for you?
Would you like to put us on retainer?
They were useful in the combat. And I know they're still training their apprentices, and they lost quite a few, so they're trying to replenish their ranks now.
You're going to always lose your apprentices if you train them like they do, which is doing nothing.
Well, would you like to become the new headmaster?
Would you like me to?
It's a full-time job.
No, unfortunately, that would put a cramp on the important missions that I have to.
I can hire you and pay you the same that the current wizard's making.
As much as I would love to thumb my nose at them in all of their inadequacies, I have much more important things to do in this wide world, like provide stories to you. Not many stories can be had serving you in your keep. But if I do find any, when I go there, I'll let you know. Would it be possible for us to dine and maybe talk later this evening at dinner? Or are you and the Castilian much too busy?
Well, you arrived
I don't know what time it is.
kind of late, so
Maybe tomorrow then.
Breakfast.
Breakfast.
You
Oh
want
yeah,
to-
that's
you
the
want-
next meal. I don't do meals too much.
You want to have like a big brunch where we can like swap war stories?
Well, if you change your mind, the pay is 100 gold a month.
It's more than adequate for things, I guess. Well, we'll come back. We'll be back soon, and we'll let you. We'll stop by before we
have so many
take our
pearls.
leave.
Okay.
Thanks
We
again,
should do
Sora.
We should keep buying him
Alright.
pearls even though he only needs
Also, when
one.
you find out more about that sword, I'd love to hear.
Oh yes, I'm going to try to figure that out tonight.
Great. Well, we'll take our leave now.
All right, let's go buy some more pearls.
Just one.
Okay.
One more?
Just one.
So you head over
Yeah,
to the
okay,
mages.
Oh, we got that's right. The writ.
Sorry.
You guys head over to the mage hut.
Is Estrekar still following us?
Yeah, Estrekar is still following you.
Good. That's nice.
He doesn't really know what to do other than follow you.
I really don't know what to do with him other than have him follow us.
Has he been saying anything at all, or is he like silent?
I start throwing rocks at him. Go on, get away from us.
So far, he's kind of been
Be
just
free.
silent. Looks like he's just trying to take in all the different sights and scowling at all the humans around.
I'm a lot of scowling.
I'm going to actually.
Give me a perception check, actually.
Yeah, 20.
20? So you do hear some mumbling under his breath.
23.
Yeah, you hear some mumbling under his breath about how he's really disgusted by how many humans are walking around this area, and although they look scrawny and pale and worthless, he also says they'll probably be easier to kill.
Yeah, that's fine.
What was in the general store?
He's gotta have some good to him, cause why else would Turin keep him
Does he have armor?
safe in
Nope.
that?
I offer him my chain shirt.
He's got a tunic on.
Was
That's
it Turin?
I offer him my
He has no
chain
weapons, no
shirt.
armor, nothing.
offered him my
who
chain shirt.
the sword belonged to.
They were in the middle of turning him into a mummy.
He kind of
Then
stares
he had
at
to
it,
escape or
and he
something,
kinda
right?
cocks
And
his head
abandon him?
looks at you strangely.
Either that
Oh,
or they
hey,
were
can you
spells.
clean this chain shirt real quick?
Blue?
Okay, no, it doesn't have U's on it.
Okay.
I can also offer him a light hammer.
Don't give him any weapons yet.
I'm not scared.
We don't know.
Slave, translate. I need magical components.
Yeah, that's.
I ignore
was
him
actually-
until he stops calling me slave.
I was actually going down that same route.
I was going to take him to the general store to see if he needed anything. If you want to
Slave,
go talk to the mages.
magical components.
Did he say something?
Come again?
Slave.
I slap you.
And you're dead.
You disintegrate.
Estrekar.
Kabar.
I just wait for him to come with me,
Kabar.
and I walk towards the shithead mages.
Okay. One of the apprentices comes up to you. Hi, sir. What can I do for you today?
We need components.
I remember you. You were at the battle.
We were
You saved some people.
quite
That
a
was
few.
really good. You threw some pretty powerful magic. It was very impressive. I lived to do that fight.
Very, very good. We just killed a
It's
rock.
all thanks to the headmaster.
That's nice of you to say.
He did pretty good. I was very impressed.
Good.
It made me realize just how important it is to learn and study.
Tapping my toe. So, we need to acquire some spell components.
Oh, sure. I think we might have some that we can let you have. You want just a pouch? I think I could probably get you one of those without too much trouble.
So specifically what I need is a pearl of great value.
Oh. Well, I don't know if they're going to let you have one of those.
Pull out my note.
Oh. I should probably get the headmaster.
Thanks.
What,
It's
you
good
just-
talking to you.
You just don't carry around like 20 pearls of great value on you?
I'm gonna have to talk to my manager.
All right, so
I was told you accept
the
this
headmaster
coupon.
comes over. So
Do you
you're back.
accept competitors' coupons?
We are. We just came back from the Desert of Damnation.
My apprentice tells me that you have a writ allowing you access to something.
What I require is a pearl of great value. I'm expecting a general value of at least 100 gold pieces.
Identify.
Oh, Ren-
No, a pearl
Joe.
of great value.
No, he wants to know who we are.
No, he doesn't.
The letter? Okay.
Kabar, slave.
Just a moment.
He's going to translate the word Gabar into slave eventually.
So he comes back and he has little tiny glass case and he's got a little pearl in it. He says, "All right, per instructions."
So I understand that the writ was not specific, and I'd be glad to compensate you for the value of a pearl. But as you understand, I need a pearl of significant value in order to accomplish this ritual. Yes?
Yeah, that's what I'm handing you.
Thanks.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's a pearl.
But of great value?
Well, it's an
It's
easy
a
way
sig-
to find out.
It's a significant value.
He's going to cast
It's nice
Identify
one.
on it.
It's
Thank you
nice
very,
looking
thank you very
small
much.
On the
That was great of you to do that. Now,
Whoa.
I have a strange request, something that might actually interest you on a
Spiritual level?
magical level. This creature here
Hey.
is named Estrekar.
Oh.
He is ancient. We found him in stasis in the temple, protected by Turin. He's over 2,000 years old.
Interesting.
He does not speak our language.
Tour.
Okay.
He hates all humans. Causes problems. Don't worry about it. He also hates everybody.
Okay.
Like most spellcasters, as it were.
It's understandable. I've got some like that here.
Sure. But he is, for better or for worse, part of our company right now.
He's like a pet.
Our band.
Mascot?
You'd like me to take care of him for a while?
No, well, in a manner of speaking. Coming from stasis for so long, he requires a fair amount of
Grooming.
spell components. I'm not certain, because I can't speak his language. Would it be possible, and keep in mind I'll compensate
Market
for
is open.
everything, and I would not
Market
want
is open.
you to relinquish anything of
Devices.
great
Oh.
import that you need, but I would like to outfit him with as much of the spell components that he needs so that he's not so goddamn useless.
Also, do you have like a scroll of like communication?
Do you have something
He's
I
talking
can-
about tongues or comprehend languages or the
No,
sort.
I don't.
Do you have a switch so I can punish him whenever he calls me slave?
Rwanda?
No, I don't.
I appreciate your patience in this interchange.
I cast Mage Hand.
So I guess I'll just take him into the spell components area and we'll find out.
I'm sure he'll recognize what he needs, and then you can just relate that to him if you do need to be compensated. I do have an item, heavily used, but I think you might like it, that I'd like to gift you.
I will accompany Estrekar for translation.
Find Steed is so much better than that other spell.
So, Sorry, I
Jesus.
forgot to mention, Estrekar does not speak or understand what we're saying, but Kabar's horrifying helmet does allow him the ability to communicate, at least at a base sense, with
Horrifying.
Estrekar. It's horrifying.
I just imagine this breathing too is like.
Yeah. He's got the Darth Vader thing going on.
I don't know why he doesn't think you're one of our friends.
It's gotta be terrifying.
But anyway, he can provide some. So if you're okay with that, Kabar would be a definite help. And
All right.
No one cared who I was before the mask.
So they go back and you go back into a room with a bunch of spell components, and Estrekar tries to take a spell component pouch, and he also takes a arcane focus, and then he starts pointing to their expensive things on the back rack, and he starts saying that he needs diamonds.
He says that he's a stupid idiot dum dum.
okay. Will you tell him he needs to ask for what he needs?
Oh, detect thoughts. That's what we need.
I don't speak his
Oh.
language.
I forgot about that. You just understand, huh? Sorry, Kabar. There's a lot.
I got an idea. It's negative reinforcement. So can you give me that switch?
Do you have a
Every
scroll
time
of
he does
detect
some-
thoughts?
Every time he does something wrong, I would swat him.
You guys, you might find more use by heading to the general store or something like that.
But for us, you're the one talking to us.
I'm talking to you two right now.
Okay, I relate that he's trying to get diamond dust, all kinds of crazy shit. He has very expensive tastes, it seems like.
Well, if he heals, you remember how that diamond does?
That was pretty sweet.
That's
Is that like a one-time use thing?
it's consumed. It's kind of burned up when you use it, but you remember it fixed you. Like,
Also, now you sparkle.
Ooh.
just don't breathe it in. It's really bad.
Are we sure we can trust this guy?
No. But I don't have too much of an issue giving him components for healing.
What if he uses it to heal himself after he kills us?
Well, then it's not going to be our problem anymore, is it?
That's true.
And anyway, we do need to develop some level of trust. Eventually, he will stop calling you a slave. Once he figures out what the fuck is going on and how
True.
he's the piece of shit around here,
Yeah.
he's going to figure it out. Some human woman is going to nut check him. He's going to humble him.
No, we're giving him spell components. I don't think it's going to humble him.
How much are we talking about as far as cost for all these components he wants?
Just let me...
You're not sure because he's just pointing to the diamonds in the back and basically indicating and talking over and over about how he needs lots of diamonds. Because and then he goes on and says, because he suspects these dotards are going to wind up dying consistently, so he's going to have to bring them back from the brink of death over and over again. So
Thwack!
probably hundreds of diamonds.
Actually, sorry, I don't have a
hundreds
switch
of
yet.
gold worth of diamonds are going to
Oh,
be
finally has
required.
You can take my drunkard quarterstaff.
I don't want to kill him.
That would hurt him a lot.
Okay, I like hold up.
Great.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Oh, he's from this culture.
Okay, so...
How many does he want?
I'll work this out. I have a general understanding of what he needs. So, talking to the headmaster, can we just maybe get enough components for perhaps 2, maybe 3 castings of Greater Restoration?
That would be 200 gold worth of diamonds, but he seems to want more than that.
You know, you can put your want in one hand, and
I'm
shit
just,
in the
I'm
other.
just telling you.
I understand.
I don't know what he's indicating or what he's want, but these are not mage spells that I know of that he's wanting to cast.
Yeah, he's...
Weird.
Like I said, he's from a long time ago, and he worships a god that nobody knows about anymore. So who even knows?
Sitcom.
Who even knows if he's going to be able to
He's
cast
from a
him
different
anymore?
era.
You know, it's
Alright.
it's a strange thing. I don't know if he's a wizard. I don't know if he's a cleric,
Okay.
but he knows what he needs. So maybe just
Give him a bag.
tell you what. I pull out Ray Wanda and say, "This has 1 charge left."
I thought it was 10.
I'm not interested in lying to the headmaster. I hand it to him and say, "One way or another, you can have this."
The headmaster's less of a jerk than the other guys.
Oh, okay.
It's all of not his apprentices, but all of his underlings they're the pieces of shit.
Ah,
This guy's reasonable. So I hand him Raywan and I said, "There's 1 charge left. If you want to reward one of your asshole mages or your exuberant apprentices, by all means. But I no longer need this. I don't suspect I'm going to use it again. And let's just get Estrekar what he needs, and we'll square up later. Or now.
Correct. Okay. Fine.
Okay. Fine.
Okay, fine.
Estrekar takes 400 gold worth of diamonds.
Is that the only thing he takes?
Besides, he also has a component pouch and a.
diamonds.
Okay. I have 154 gold.
I have almost 1,200 gold in our party
Okay.
funds.
We can buy that then. That's fine.
Kabar, I know you don't want to do anything for this guy, and neither do I. But if you have to hang out with him,
Well, it seems like he's willing to hang out with us. So,
well, who wouldn't? We're cool.
we are pretty cool. Okay, how much? I'm sorry,
400.
400 gold. Do you want this, by the way?
I will take that, but you'll still need to compensate another 100 gold.
100 gold? That's reasonable. It's more than reasonable.
I'll take the wand and 100 gold. And you can have your 400 golden diamonds, which Estrekar is now putting into a container on the table and blasting it with force energy to smash it to bits.
So, I'm making a point. I tap Estrekar on the shoulder and
He
say,
backs away angrily.
"Look at me." I pull out the money and the wand, and I hand it to the mage guy and say, "I'm just making a point to know that I'm paying for his shit."
Okay.
That's it. I know it's not going to affect him. I'll make him understand eventually, though.
Alright. Well, so you're taking him with you then? Otherwise, we can study him here if you're interested.
What do you think we can learn?
I don't know.
Me neither.
I mean, it would be up to him. I just don't know how to tell him that.
After we paid for all that shit, I'm not gonna leave him here with these guys.
He helped us fight a rock.
Yeah, sort of.
Sort of.
Yeah, but
He was there.
I mean, he did what he could, right?
Well, I mean,
Well, we're gonna think about. We're probably not gonna leave for a couple days, but we'll bring him back for you to.
it's a moral obligation.
experiment.
I'm actually-
Well, no
I'm-
need to take a look at him, but I mean, if we spend some time with him, maybe we could learn some information. So if you're willing to, we'll keep him if you go on your travels, if you're interested.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm gonna try and communicate that with him because he doesn't belong to me. He's his own independent asshole. So he's got some manner of choice, I suppose. Doesn't belong to me. Not yet, at least. He does call Kabar slave, so I'm hoping to put him in his place soon.
Okay.
Anything that you need from us?
No.
Good. That's what I like to hear. Well, we'll leave you back to it. Do you guys have anything you wanted to ask? Or?
No, we should go to the Smith.
Oh, have you seen Polania? Never mind.
All right.
Stop asking everybody about. Nobody's gonna see her except for like people.
It's a small place.
One thing I forgot to
It's
ask.
still war torn.
Do you have an owl feather?
Yeah, those are included in your component pouch.
Oh, Superb. I didn't actually look. I'm not accustomed to having a pouch for components. I keep them in specialized compartments for.
So for non-monetary items or items that aren't like super rare, you can use either an arcane focus in place of the material components, or if you have a component pouch.
I get it.
Component pouch will work.
Okay, cool.
And it's just generally considered to have everything as long as you regularly refill it.
Okay.
Or you can be a rogue.
And steal everything.
I'd be a pretty good rogue. With my charisma and dexterity.
It takes more than charisma and dexterity.
Not really.
I really hope it does.
Don't you mean you hope it takes less? I'm sorry, Joe.
We should go to the smith so we can get rid of all this ore. Or raw metal.
I don't know how successful we're going to be. Some of these people are probably going to be pretty particular about not doing trade without a rope.
Permits.
He was a dwarf, right? Yeah, that won't be a problem with a dwarf.
Okay.
So he still is going by the rules of the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys go check that
Well,
out?
he can still tell stuff.
We can go with you. I want to see
I
this gal too.
don't even know if she's here.
Well, we're in the courtyard now.
I'm going to let
Like the main
Chris
Ah,
and Taylor deal with their stuff so I don't monopolize all of the freaking talking.
that's your job, man.
So you
You're
guys head back into the courtyard and you look around. Give me a perception check.
I don't look around.
Fine, you don't get any checks. You get the surprise attack.
You can't stop me.
That's a 9.
9. Alright, so you look around, but you know who you're looking for. And you look through the crowds of people that are really thinning out. And even though it's kind of getting towards late at night, she's around. She's by the tavern. And she's got a little setup with her musical instrument, and she's playing along.
I approach.
Alright. You approach, hoping that she doesn't kill you instantly.
Why would she do that?
I have no idea.
Hail, Polania.
Kabar, you're back! I wasn't sure if you'd be back at all.
Me neither. I'm glad to see you're back.
I have a letter for you.
Oh, great. That's just what I wanted to hear.
The travel was kind of tough, but it was long. It was definitely a unpleasant journey, but I met your mother, and she seems to be doing well.
She's doing well. Good.
The
Oh, that's good.
town is full of a bunch of ruffians. It wasn't very nice, and I'm not quite sure why she's there, but she's doing okay. Yeah, she seems well, and she seemed very happy to hear from you.
That's good. There's no trouble or other than the ruffians. I mean,
No, it seemed like that was normal occurrences for them.
I
They
see.
seemed to just get along that way. But other than that, no, the town seemed quiet and just different.
I see. Well, that's good.
They just seem to get along in meager, normal, basic things, and they seem happy that way.
When you say they,
The people, it's
just
like
the people.
it's almost
Okay.
like a tribe of nomads that just created a town instead.
I
Stop
see.
moving.
That's why she's there. I can understand that. Do you have this letter? Can I have it, please?
Yes, of course. Yes, I shouldn't just keep it from you.
And I
Whoa.
tip her.
Oh no.
Oh, you've already paid. Don't worry about it.
Jonathan!
I still give her a tip.
Okay.
1 gold.
Wow. Thanks.
This is very important to Kabar.
Did you have something else to tell her?
I was going to do that if he wasn't.
Ranger Joe has something he'd like to, an opportunity he would like to tell you about.
First of all, are you single?
She's all like, this isn't a pyramid scheme, is it?
It's not. No, it's not a pyramid scheme. You buy into it.
It's an inverted triangle.
It's a reverse funnel.
Yes. That's
What do you mean?
Oh, so anyway, so we were talking with Sora.
yes, that's insane.
Sora.
Yeah.
Sora. not Sirus. Silra. And we actually convinced them that it would be a good idea to have a minstrel on retainer. So if you're interested, he is looking to fill that position.
Do you mean I could have an actual official paying job here?
Yes,
That sounds wonderful.
it could be.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
When should I go? Tomorrow?
Is it getting later? Is it still the same day?
It's still the same day. It's like evening.
I mean,
It's like past dinner, right? So it's probably like later.
Yeah, it's.
he might still be awake. I don't know what time he. Turns
I'll go tomorrow. I'll go tomorrow. That makes sense.
That does
Sure,
make sense.
Sure. Wow, that's exciting.
Should be.
Okay. Well, is there anything else?
Are you single?
Oh, Jesus, Ranger show.
We've been in a desert for a long time.
Yes.
Well, it's just it's hard to settle your roots down if you're not, if you're betrothed somewhere else or something. I don't care. I'm not like looking for anything. I'm only like 70 years old. All right, like I got time.
God.
She's just a human. She'll die before you're even a mature adult.
For real.
This is getting awkward.
She's gonna die before the next time we play D&D at the rate we go.
She's so young. She's only like in her 20s or 30s. It's like cradle robbing.
Is she really?
She's human.
I'm gonna die before that. Half orcs live even shorter than humans.
Yeah, I'm gonna forget about you before I'm even middle aged.
That's all. That's what I would expect.
So bad.
It's just my first adventure. This is your life's adventure.
Well,
Kavar's not even listening. He's
in
just
that
reading his letter.
case, I'm going to.
We just tipped you a gold, so you'll listen to our ramblings.
But I've got a job lined up. I don't have to take this.
That's fair. I wish we had a job lined up. We're at nothing right now.
She kind of tries to slide her way out and
Well, good luck.
run away. Thanks.
Thank you.
She runs off.
I don't know what to do without. My friends being so quiet.
Oh, I'll just follow you. I'm gonna read this.
Let's go to the bar and have some food. They serve food there, right?
Potatoes.
Yeah, we'll go there. Just get some meals. We don't have a place to sleep. Is there an inn?
Well, yeah. Yeah, there's no.
Or we could just meet up with Renlith at the Smith.
Or you could just try to get a room in the castle again.
Yeah, but we already left and it's getting late.
I'm sure you can get
And
back
what I
there.
did to the vase last time.
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah.
I don't know. If
Why do you keep bringing that up, man?
I don't think they'll let me stay again.
Estrekar walks over to you. Are we leaving tomorrow?
Whoa, you being hostile? What did he say?
He's asking if we're leaving tomorrow.
Oh, it's a shrug. I shrug also.
I'm gonna, okay, not at this moment, but maybe later when we have some spare time and we're not like doing stuff, I'm gonna try and work with Estrekar to come up with some sort of like signal or hand signal for like very simple confirmations, like yes, no, I don't know, numbers, really basic stuff like that. So it's not always so like ridiculously like.
I go now and meet with your creatures later.
Creatures later?
You're starting to wonder if the helm's not translating 100%
Right,
of the
right,
time.
we had a hard time last I don't hear that. Well, we're getting food. You can tell we're
Yeah.
getting food.
Yeah?
I will go explore this area.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
You will go eat while I go check for evil here.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. We stay together. You and me. You and me.
By myself, I am stealthier. I can check to make sure everything is safe and protect you. Yes.
Man, you really don't like this guy.
I can protect myself.
He can lift.
I don't trust you to leave by yourself.
I will stay so you do not attack me. Yes.
Good. Pat him on the back.
That's what he interprets into your threatening him.
Maybe a little too hard.
Alright, so we'll go to the inn and get some food. Red light.
He looks at you, Ranger Joe, and says, I really wish I did not have to talk to your slave.
Hey, do you
Why
want
can you not understand me? You are the closest thing to a real
Does
elf.
Renlet care if we go to the inn, or is he going to try
I
to insist that we get a place to
I
castle?
step on his foot on accident.
Obviously.
Oh, whoa! Sorry.
All right, so we're going to go.
Vile creature.
We're going to go to the castle then and get a place to sleep.
Of course,
at the
I'm
castle.
sure. We have standing invitation, huh?
You can get back in.
Okay, and then we get a place to sleep, and then
Alright, so you guys get some food and you get a place to sleep.
and Kabar threatened the cleric, so he's not leaving us.
Cleric. He's not a cleric.
The magic user.
He tried to sneak off.
Who?
He didn't try. He asked.
Are you talking about Estrekar?
Yeah.
Estrekar, yeah.
He has to leave.
Yes, by himself. But
And
I
then
don't,
meet up with us later. He wanted to explore around.
I don't trust him to leave by himself yet.
Did either of you ask? I imagine I just fucked off somewhere for a little bit. I just needed a break.
Well, it was right after we talked to the
He kept asking
Minstrel.
if he could go by himself because he wanted to go explore the area, and then he said he would be better off by himself because he was stealthier, and that he could find if there was any evil in the area, and that he could go check to see if anything is there any danger, or he could protect you guys by checking to see if there's anything bad. It almost kind of sounded like he just kept up making excuses for why he wanted to go by himself.
That's what I read.
And then Kabar threatened to attack him.
I did not.
He flexed his muscles and pointed at him, and then he pointed at Estrekar. So Estrekar said he'd stay so he didn't get beat up.
Okay. I'm going to point at myself because he did talk to me.
Then
I
he
don't
called
know
me
what
a
he
vile
said.
creature.
But
Well, we're
Joe.
all vile creatures from time to time, man. It's good pie. This is
Joe.
the third time I've had a slice of pie today.
we're going to walk back to the castle.
This is your slice
Joe.
of pie.
Estrekar. Joe.
If only you could speak more than one word. The elves these days are so stupid they can't even understand my language. That's how I know you're not a true elf.
I mean, you got his letter. Are you reading it back to the castle? Oh God. Is it sad? Did
It
you
was
have to
so
cry?
bad he had to leave. It was like when Renlet got his letter and he couldn't even talk for a while afterwards.
It's a dark place.
So my character can't read or write. It hasn't come up yet.
It's not that he can't, it's just he doesn't.
Give Kabar a break, he just found out that his entire family's dead. They were eaten by wolves and chickens.
Actually, this thing I've been whittling for the last 3 months is our equivalent of a letter. It means hi so far, and I've sent it in the mail by rolling it down the river, and hopefully someone finds it. They decided to go ahead and have the group chat without me. They're all on Messenger right now talking to each other.
Who?
My
His
family.
family.
Oh.
We use Facebook now for our video chats.
Wizard. All levels.
I don't know who was all in it. I thought I would be able to make it, so.
It's the last day of summer.
It is? It's the last day of summer, guys.
Tomorrow starts fall.
No way.
Tomorrow starts in the game.
Oh.
Game time.
Real world summer just started. Did you read your letter yet?
I did. Are we at the bar yet?
I think we kind of skipped through the bar, and you guys are now heading back to the bed to go to sleep in.
Oh, we're going to the castle because unless So we're going to the castle. We'll just get some food from the kitchen.
Yeah. So basically, you guys get some food and go to bed and decide what you want to do the next morning. So yeah, anything you need to do between then.
Let's just
How much
say.
time do we have?
I don't know what you mean. What time is in?
I mean, I need 6 hours.
To do spell stuff. I mean, you've got as much time as you want.
Why?
What do you mean why? I don't have enough spells. Let me see that axe.
Oh yeah.
I sit down wherever I
Be careful with it. It cuts you just by holding it.
just put it on the ground. And I'm going to.
You're identifying stuff.
I'm identifying the axe.
Okay.
And I'm going to speak through Daniel.
Did
as
we-
I tell you what it is.
It is a butchering great axe +1.
Fuck yeah.
What?
So it's a +1 to attack rolls and +2 to damage rolls you make with the weapon. Okay.
Oh shit.
On your turn,
Yeah.
on your turn, when you roll a 20 on an attack roll with this weapon, you can make one melee weapon attack as a bonus action against another target within 5 feet. So when you crit, you get an extra attack
On the same creature?
on a different
Anyone
creature.
within 5 feet.
But if there's no one within 5 feet?
You don't get the bonus action.
Oh, I see. Okay, but still.
If you roll a 1 on an attack roll with this weapon, the barbs along the haft cut into your skin, dealing 1d10 damage.
Okay.
Worth it.
Okay.
What's the... I'm sorry, could you put that on the
Yeah.
screen so I
Oh
can
yeah,
write
I forgot you can do that. I don't have to scribble.
Don't do that. Keep reading it over and
Scribble
over.
it illegibly.
It just smelled good.
No, I guess they should identify it.
It's not too sweet because Danielle knows I
Cool.
don't like my cakes and pies and stuff to be super sweet. So
I do have a weirdness with that too.
she instead of just using all one type of apple, she used like 25% Granny Smith and then 25%. It's either it's one of the sweeter varieties. I can't
What else are we identifying?
Is that the only thing we don't know?
Mm-mm.
No,
Oh, that's right. You have
got
everything.
bunch
You have a
of
backpack
items.
now.
Okay, so
Oh yeah, we cleared out a temple.
an unidentified ring, amulet, rod.
All right. Ring of Inspired Inspiration.
That's a weird name. Ring, inspired,
So while the bearer has inspiration, they may use a bonus action to grant an inspiration die to itself or another creature within 30 feet. Once within the next 10 minutes, the creature can add a d6 to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw it makes. The wearer can use this ability only once per time to gain inspiration.
That's interesting.
So much weird meta knowledge in this one item.
Can give.
It's like a bard inspiration dice.
Yeah, it's like a bard inspiration.
Okay, I'm just gonna write Bardic Inspiration.
It's pretty much exactly bardic inspiration, but at only 30 feet. I think bardic inspiration to
Ring
do a little bit
inspired,
farther
Bardic
away.
Inspiration once per inspiration.
As a bonus action.
Bonus action.
And it requires attunement.
Okay. That's not too big a deal with the ring.
Except you only get 3 attunements.
Cool.
I don't want it. I'm not big on inspiring people. Who wants this ring?
I'd be getting rid of my +1 to heals. To give someone a +6.
Or +1.
Well, it's +1 to heals, and also the instant bring someone back to life. So I'll spare the dying.
I won't worry about it. We'll figure it out.
I'm already full on.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like we have to.
Yeah, me too. Okay, well, we've got it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, what about the amulet?
The amulet is a parapet. Parapet? I have no idea how to pronounce it, even though I look it up like every other time
I don't think I've ever said it out loud.
Periap? I think it's Periap of pained persistence.
Is a great axe
So
10 foot range, or is it just 5?
just 5.
Okay.
It's like a great sword. So after failing the concentration
Really
check, the
good.
wearer may choose to continue the effects of a concentrated spell for 1 additional round, after which the spell ends. Each time this ability is used, the wearer takes 1d4 poison damage.
Pain persists.
And it doesn't require attunement.
Huh. How much do you concentrate?
Always concentrating.
Oh, that's right, because you have Hunter's Mark, so it would be good for you too.
You can use your HP as a great resource. I hand the Periapt of pained persistence to Joe. Like, you can use this if you want, I guess.
It's just your concentration spells almost would be better off with 1 extra turn than mine.
Typically. But I can also usually make my concentration checks.
Also, oh yeah, you have con. Can I wear more than 1 necklace?
No, you can only wear 1 necklace.
Alright, so I'd be getting rid of my thing that's attuned.
What are you wearing?
My pink necklace?
Just pink necklace.
It's white and pink. +1 magic heals, and then spare the dying once per day.
Okay, well, we'll just hold on to this if we need to sell it or something.
Sure.
Whatever. Okay, and what about the rod?
The Rod of Life Transfer.
Cool. Rod of...
Are we sitting there watching him? Because I'm watching him. Are you watching him do this?
Oh yeah.
I'm sitting crisscross applesauce on the floor. Just like, this is pretty easy. Wizards have it easy.
Yeah, I guess we're sitting crisscross watching you.
As an action, you can use 1 charge to make a ranged attack roll against a target within 30 feet that deals 2d6 necrotic damage and infuses energy into the rod. The bearer may use an action to release the stored energy before the end of their next turn to heal a target for the same amount within 30 feet. Rod regains 1d6 of expended charges daily at dawn. If you expend the rod's last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, the rod crumbles into ash and is destroyed, and it can be used as an arcane focus.
That thing's pretty cool. I'm glad I got rid of Ray Wanda. Timely.
You're about to become a better healer than me.
It doesn't do as much damage as Rwanda, but it's useful every day.
Yeah.
And it can heal.
Let's see, where does it say how many charges it has?
It has, it starts basically, when you first get it, it has 6 charges. And then it regains 1d6 every day.
Gotcha.
So you could use more than you get, you could use less than you get.
That's nice. I like that. And it's not an attunement item, right?
Right, no attunement.
Cool.
It's fun.
I like that very much.
You can have that one.
Thanks. Alright. And I think we got all of our scrolls, because I had just UI scrolls, but I think we got all of those doled out. I don't know, because I had a bunch of scrolls separated. I think there might have been like 1 scroll that we couldn't figure out or something.
You gave me the divine ones.
You want to try to identify one of these glyph tokens?
Oh, hell yeah. I didn't know that was a thing.
Can you identify this dude who's with us?
Now you're going to be like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Alright, so one of them, the first one you identify is an inspired token of fire. 1 token can be attuned to above your normal limit of 3. As long as you have inspiration, you deal +1 fire damage per hit. The token is destroyed if you roll a 1 on an attack roll, even if you use inspiration to replace it.
Hey, cool.
Yeah.
A token of fire. Were there more tokens?
4 glyphed tokens.
You want to identify another?
Yeah, I'm just sitting here. It's only a minute each or something.
All right. The next one is an inspired token of melee. Again, one token can be attuned to above your normal limit of 3. As long as you have inspiration, you can gain a +1 melee attack bonus. The token is destroyed if you roll a 1 on an attack roll, even if you use inspiration to replace it.
Cool.
It sounds like a Kabar thing.
The
I'm
next
sorry, what?
one is a
That thing up there right now.
inspired token of skill. Again, one token can be attuned to above the normal limit of 3. And as long as you have inspiration, you gain a +1 bonus to skill checks, all skill checks. The token is destroyed if you roll a 1 on a skill check, even if you use inspiration to replace it. This one is an inspired token of protection. Again, one token above the normal limit of 3. You have a bonus, as long as you have inspiration, you gain a +1 to AC. And if you are critically hit, the token is destroyed.
I could hold that protection if you want.
Yeah, I imagine the protection one is going to go to you. Alright, cool.
That's awesome.
Fat loot.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
good. Man, that axe is a freaking beast.
So, we're not going to remember this next time we meet, but I think we should stop in Tarsus first.
Remember, we only get one free trip.
Oh, yeah. Good point. Let's go there.
Yeah, because if you leave the hippogriffs, they'll leave you.
I mean, I can hang out with the hippogriffs. It just wouldn't be a guarantee.